Hey, what's happening everybody out there? My name is Jakejames Lugo and welcome to the channel. So let's talk about some real ethics in journalism right now, based off some things that happened not too long ago during E3 2018. If you guys don't know what's been going down, basically some news came out not too long ago based about a leak that was about Cyberpunk 2077. This happened with some audio that leaked during the main appointment that happened behind closed doors for a lot of different journalists and influencers that were in attendance at the event. Now, it's been a whole bunch of different discussions about it as far as controversy and stuff, but I feel like there's a real important discussion and good food for thought and teachable moment here that I feel like all people really need to focus on. Let's get away from the fact that it has information about Cyberpunk 2077 for a second and actually talk about what the real problem is right here. Basically, SIFTD Games is the one that actually leaked out the audio of Shane Satterfield, who attended the appointment and got a recording on his iPhone of the demo of Cyberpunk 2077, and then he ended up uploading it to YouTube, and that in turn leaked out everywhere else, where different places started to pick it up, different people ripped out the audio and started posting it around. It was a whole big mess. And in the wake of that, his channel SIFTD actually got a copyright strike from CD Projekt Red, and a whole bunch of people were pretty upset about that, you know, more specifically with the gaming and the PR side, even though all this information was out there and keeping gamers very, very happy. Getting away from the fact that this has information about the game, it's really the kind of process and the way that it was obtained is what's really so unsatisfactory to me, and really is a big problem that I feel like we need to discuss. The thing about this is that this was during a closed presentation. This was behind closed doors. This was a moment where during the appointment, because I know this because I had people that actually went to this appointment, even though I didn't go myself, that they had asked individuals that were there not to record or not to share some of the stuff that they were going to see. The only reason why they say that is that they don't want any of the footage getting out prematurely and having a bunch of judgments about it, even though it's so early in development. A lot of people point to the fact that The Witcher 3 had the same problem when they showed it a little bit too early, so I can understand CD Projekt Red's, kind of cautiousness when they're actually trying to present what Cyberpunk 2077 actually is. But even besides that, just the fact that you go to a behind closed doors presentation and you want to kind of, read the quote-unquote fine print after they said, please don't record anything. They asked you nicely, even though you didn't sign any NDAs, you're going to kind of, espionage style try to record what's going on and try to put it out there for the sake of just getting attention and for the sake of getting hits. The reason why this is a big problem, and a lot of people might not understand this because you might not be part of the industry, so let me help you peer behind the curtain here, is that this violates trust with the different publishers and the PR people that you work with in order to get that access to bring different content later on towards your audience. This isn't like where people weren't allowed to talk about what they saw. There are actually a whole bunch of written previews that came out in a variety of different websites, big and small. But you didn't see a bunch of people going out there and posting up little kind of cell phone recordings or anything else of Cyberpunk 2077 because they were asked nicely by CD Projekt Red, please don't record this, even though you could discuss amongst yourselves. What this was, to me, was something that was premeditated, that was something that was thought about, and they actually wanted to do so in order to kind of give themselves an extra boost and a leg up over everybody else. The thing about ethics in journalism, it doesn't really kind of, go quote-unquote with all the different stuff that it's been about over the last few years. It's about what's ethically right, what's morally right, what's actually not being a jerk towards the people that you're working with in the same field. It's all about going about a process while still being fair, but also at the same time not trying to use underhanded, below-the-belt tactics. And to me, the more that I read about this and the more that I hear about it, to me it seems very underhanded, where it's like, quote-unquote, you're the only person in the entire room of all the people that went to this appointment for Cyberpunk 2077 to actually think of this one idea that allows you to find a loophole, quote-unquote, in order to get information out there so everybody could pay attention to your website. To me, that's very underhanded, and it really speaks volumes to where SIFTD is at this point in time, as well as also why so many people were so visibly upset about this. And again, I'm not talking about the people that were upset that were gamers that just wanted the leaked audio, because again, leaks happen all the time in the games industry, and they happen for a variety of different reasons. But the majority of the time, you're not really hearing about someone that's trying to be all Metal Gear Solid, trying to get into an appointment, and really sneakily just try to get any sort of footage or content or anything that they can share with the world. And the thing that bothers me the most is the reasoning behind this and the explanation that came afterward over on SIFTD's podcast, where Shane Satterfield tried to clarify a bunch of different things. I feel like his reasoning is very flawed. I feel like it's very condescending to a lot of other people that are part of this industry, even people that either have been in this industry as long as he has, or even people that haven't been as long as he has. It just feels like he's looking down amongst everybody else, just saying like, oh, I was the one who thought about this and I should be the one catered to because I was the one clever enough to do something that really wasn't right in the first place. The other thing too that I just think is really wrong is that there's this very big elitist attitude with some people when you know that you're wrong and it's clear that you're wrong, and clearly CD CD Projekt Red was pretty pissed about that because they ended up striking the channel. They later removed it afterwards after talking with them because if anything, to be totally honest with you guys, I feel like they could have just kept it on there. They would have been totally within their legal right to do so. But they get this type of really crappy attitude where it's not only elitist, where they feel like they're standing on a moral high ground for doing something that they feel like is a missed opportunity for them to kind of get a leg up over everybody else. The thing about this whole situation, when I listen to Shane Satterfield's explanation about it and his thoughts about the whole issue, is that I find it very messed up that one is going to put out there that they have a relationship with PR for over nearly 15 years, and this is the type of thing that you would do to something like them. Let me set up this scenario to kind of, bring the concept home. Imagine you're invited home by your friend, okay, to their house, and they're going to show you some stuff that, hasn't really been revealed yet, or they're going to give you some sort of information that's really big, and they ask you not to take any pictures or record anything. But because of that, because you want to have the actual news and you want to have the actual type of info to share with everybody else so everybody can be shocked that you know stuff, you end up recording them with the audio on your phone, but sneakily do so. It's something that's messed up, and I feel like it's very flawed reasoning, especially when you're going to put out there that you have a really strong relationship with PR or some of the individuals that are over there working with CD Projekt Red. After that, they're so clearly telling a whole bunch of other people, because again, they told everybody that attended this appointment that not to record the actual gameplay, but yet you still want to go out and do so anyway, just for the sake of making content that's going to get attention. It's very stupid logic, it's very messed up, and it's a real asshole thing to do, and I really don't begrudge CD Projekt Red for being really pissed off about it. I also don't feel any sort of sympathy towards SIFTD because, again, they knew clearly, Shane Satterfield knew clearly exactly what he was doing and possibly what the consequences would be after that, even though he kept saying in his explanation that he didn't feel like burning that bridge, where I feel like it's already been burned already, or at least, damaged almost irreparably at this point. In my personal experience working in the games industry, I haven't been part of the industry as long as he has, but over the 7 or so years that I've been a part of it, I've built relationships with PR and, friendships and just mutual understandings and working relationships with a bunch of different people for a variety of different publishers, and even myself, I would never imagine just trying to go behind their back just for the sake of just getting a little bit of an extra boost or 15 minutes of fame for the sake of just having one piece of information that everybody just wanted. Something like that, to me, it just doesn't hold as much value as actually having a long-standing, really strong relationship with PR that allows you not only to get exclusives later on, but also still have a working relationship when things do go wrong. You'd always talk things out with them. I feel like if he had such a strong relationship with the PR of CD Projekt Red, he could have at least talked to somebody over there to get an exclusive rather than go about everything in the way that he did. That's my thoughts on everything, and I feel like this is something that needs to be talked about in a variety of different circles more often, both with people that are on content creation side on YouTube, as well as also games media people, because I feel like it sets a bad example for everybody that comes after us, as well as everybody else that's working hard and trying to make something in this industry. This isn't the right way to go about doing things. This isn't how you get exclusives. This isn't how you get scoops. This isn't exactly how you actually get popular or really kind of get credentials or get, credibility when you're actually being part of the games industry. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you right now. I figured I'd give my professional input on this because I feel like it's important and more people really need to talk about this. This is just stuff that I don't think is that good. It sets a bad example here in the industry. It really kind of makes us look really bad. Like, again, all the different types of stereotypes and stigmas that are out there about games journalism, about gamers in general, just is not really that great. And this is stuff that just doesn't help. This is stuff that sets a really bad example. And as someone, Shane Satterfield, that is a veteran of this industry, that's been here for so long, he should know better, and a lot of the people over there should know better as well. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what's up in the comment section down below. Tell me what your guys' thoughts and opinions are about this. Make sure you also leave a like on this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for all my videos that I have, including new game reviews, vlogs, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Also, big shout outs to Jasmine Russell for supporting me at the Beast tier on Patreon. Again, you're getting shout outs for the entire month. Once again, I really appreciate your support. If you guys haven't already, check out my Patreon via the links down below. I have a whole bunch of exclusive content over there for you guys to check out, as well as different perks and rewards that are pretty dope, and I hope you guys are able to support me and check out my content on there. With that being said, I will talk to you guys again very soon. Peace out and stay epic, everybody.